Stop chasing money. I know, sounds insane coming from someone talking about wealth, right? But here's what shocked me. The people who chase money the hardest are usually the ones who never catch it. Meanwhile, those who stopped chasing, they're the ones money actually flows to. I stumbled onto a 30-day framework that completely flips the script on everything you've been taught about making money. And the craziest part? It works faster than the traditional grind. Stay with me because what I'm about to reveal will fundamentally change how you think about wealth, success, and what you're actually doing with your time. By the end of this video, you'll have a day-by-day plan that redirects your energy from desperate chasing to magnetic attracting. Let's dive in. Section 1. Why chasing money keeps you broke. Let's be brutally honest here. You wake up, check your bank account, feel that anxiety spike, and tell yourself, I need to make more money. So what do? You hustle harder, more hours, more side gigs, more scrolling through get-rich-quick schemes at 2 a.m., and yet your bank account barely moves. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Chasing money is like chasing your shadow. The harder you run toward it, the faster it moves away from you. Why? Because you're operating from scarcity, and scarcity creates desperate energy. People can feel that energy. Clients, employers, customers. They sense it, and it repels them. A Princeton study found that financial stress actually reduces cognitive capacity by 13 IQ points. That's the equivalent of losing a full night's sleep. So when you're in chase mode, you're literally making dumber decisions about money. You take the wrong opportunities. You undercharge. You say yes to things that drain you. It's a vicious cycle. Think about the last time you really needed something from someone. Maybe you needed a favor, a job, a date. Did you come across as confident and magnetic, or did you feel that desperate, needy energy creeping in? Yeah, that's exactly what happens when you chase money. But here's where it gets interesting. Section 2. The magnetic money principle. So if chasing doesn't work, what does? You become the thing money flows toward. Not in some woo-woo manifestation way, though mindset matters, but in a practical, strategic way that completely changes the game. Here's the principle. Money doesn't go to people who need it. Money goes to people who create value, solve problems, and have their energy in the right place. Let me give you a real-world example. 2 freelancers, same skills. Freelancer A is constantly pitching, lowering prices, begging for work. Freelancer B focuses on mastering their craft, building a portfolio, helping people for free initially to create case studies, and only taking clients who are the right fit. Guess who makes more money within 6 months? Freelancer B, every single time. Why? Because Freelancer B isn't chasing. They're attracting. They've built something valuable, and people come to them. Their energy says, I'm good at what I do, and I'm selective about who I work with. That's magnetic. Key insight. The moment you stop chasing and start building, the entire dynamic shifts. You're no longer a beggar. You're a resource. And this isn't just theory. A Harvard Business School study tracked entrepreneurs over 5 years and found that those who focused on value creation over revenue chasing had 3.2 times higher success rates. 3 times! That's not luck, that's a completely different operating system. You're probably wondering, okay, but how do I actually make this shift? What do I do differently? That's exactly what the 30-day plan solves. Section 3. The 30-day reorientation plan, days 1 to 10, the foundation. Here's your roadmap. This isn't theory. This is the actual day-by-day process. Days 1 to 10 are about building the foundation so you're not operating from chaos anymore. Day 1 to 3. The money audit. Grab a notebook. Write down every source of income you've had in the last 12 months. Next to each one, rate it on 2 scales. Energy, 1 to 10, and value created, 1 to 10. This is eye-opening. Most people discover they're spending 80% of their time on things that score 3 out of 10 on both scales. That's your first problem. Day 4 to 5. Identify your core value. What are you actually good at? Not what you wish you were good at. What do people already come to you for? What problems do you solve naturally? Write down 3 to 5 skills or knowledge areas where you're in the top 20% compared to the average person. This is your value inventory. Day 6 to 7. Define your ideal recipient. Who needs what you're good at? Be specific. Not everyone or businesses. Get granular. Mid-sized e-commerce brands struggling with email marketing, or busy parents who need meal prep guidance. The more specific, the more magnetic you become. Day 8 to 10. Create one valuable thing. This is where action starts. Create one piece of content, one service offer, one product idea that directly helps your ideal recipient. It doesn't have to be perfect. A detailed guide, a free consultation offer, a video tutorial, just one thing that says, I can help you with this specific problem. By day 10, you've shifted from, I need money, to, I have value to offer. That's a psychological game changer. But wait, it gets better. Section 4, days 11 to 20, building momentum without the chase. Now that you have clarity, days 11 to 20 are about strategic visibility without desperate energy. Day 11 to 13. The outreach reframe. You're going to reach out to people, but not to ask for money. Instead, you're offering value first. Find 10 people in your network or target audience. Send them something genuinely helpful with zero ask attached. Hey, I saw you're working on X. I created this resource that might help. No strings attached. This plants seeds. Day 14 to 16. The skills stack. Here's something nobody talks about. You don't need to be the best at one thing. You need to be good at a combination of things that's rare. Spend these 3 days identifying 2 to 3 complementary skills you can develop. Writer plus designer, marketer plus data analyst, fitness coach plus nutritionist. The combo is where the money is. Scott Adams, Dilbert creator, calls this the talent stack. He's not the best artist, not the best comedian, not the best business writer, but the combination of those 3 made him a multi-millionaire. That's the play. Day 17 to 18. Social proof building. People trust what others validate. Get testimonials. Do free or discounted work for 2 to 3 people who will give you specific feedback about the results you created. Increased my email open rates by 34% beats. Great to work with. Every time. Document these wins. Day 19 to 20. The anti-chase offer. Create an offer that's so specific and valuable that it sells itself. Not I do marketing, but I help e-commerce brands recover abandoned carts using a 3-email sequence that typically adds $5,000 to $15,000 in monthly revenue. See the difference? The second one has specificity, results, and confidence. No chasing required. Quick thing, if you're finding this valuable, do me a solid and smash that like button. Seriously, it helps the algorithm show this to more people who need to hear it. And subscribe if you want more no BS content about money and success. Hit the bell so you catch the next one. Trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming. Now, back to the final phase. Section 5. Days 21 to 30. The magnetic shift, where money starts finding you. This is where everything clicks. Days 21 to 30 are about creating systems so money flows to you instead of you chasing it. Day 21 to 23. Content consistency. Pick one platform where your ideal recipients hang out. LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, doesn't matter. Commit to posting one valuable thing every single day for these 3 days. Not promotional, not buy my stuff. Pure value, tips, insights, stories, lessons. This builds authority. Here's the magic. When you consistently show up with value, people start seeing you as the go-to resource. And when they need help, they come to you. No chasing required. Day 24 to 25. The leverage audit. Look at everything you're doing and ask, can this scale? Trading time for money is a trap. Can you create a digital product? Can you build a system someone else can run? Can you automate part of your process? Spend these days identifying one thing you can leverage. Even small leverage compounds. Day 26 to 27. Strategic partnerships. Who else serves your ideal audience but isn't a competitor? Reach out to 3 to 5 people and propose collaboration. Hey, I help X with Y. You help X with Z. Want to do a joint webinar/resource/referral partnership? This multiplies your reach without spending a dime on ads. Day 28 to 29. The pricing power shift. Most people undercharge because they're chasing. Now that you've built value, proof, and positioning, it's time to raise your prices. Seriously, increase your rates by 25 to 50%. You'll lose some people. Good. The right people will pay it, and you'll make more money working with fewer clients. That's freedom. Day 30. The reflection and refinement. Look back at the last 30 days. What worked? What felt aligned? What created results? Double down on those things. What felt like chasing? Cut it. This day is about cementing your new operating system. Critical realization. By day 30, you're no longer in chase mode. You're in build mode. And that shift changes everything. The real question is, what happens after the 30 days? Section 6. The long-term game. Why this works forever. Here's the beautiful part. This isn't a 30-day trick. It's a complete reorientation of how you operate. Once you've made this shift, you can't unsee it. People who chase money are always stressed, always hustling, always one bad month away from panic. People who build value, they sleep better. They have options. They say no to bad opportunities because they know good ones are coming. There's a concept in psychology called locus of control. People with an external locus believe things happen to them. They're victims of circumstance. People with an internal locus believe they create their circumstances. Guess which group makes more money? Internal locus, by a landslide. When you stop chasing money and start building value, you shift from external to internal. You're no longer reacting to desperation. You're proactively creating opportunities. That's power. And here's a fun fact. The average millionaire has 7 streams of income. Not because they're chasing 7 things, but because they built one valuable thing, then leveraged it into multiple channels. That's the end game. Let me tell you something. This framework has worked for me, for clients I've coached, for people I've watched transform their entire financial reality. It's not magic. It's strategy plus psychology plus consistent action. But here's the thing most people won't tell you. Section 7. The hidden traps. Why most people still fail. Even with this framework, some people will fail. Not because the system doesn't work, but because they sabotage themselves with these 3 traps. Trap 1. Impatience. They do this for 10 days, don't see immediate results, and go back to chasing. The shift takes time. Value compounds, trust compounds. If you bail early, you get nothing. Trap 2. Inconsistency. They post value for 3 days, then disappear for 2 weeks. They reach out to people once, then give up. Consistency is the entire game. Magnetic people are reliably present. Trap 3. Undervaluing themselves. Even after building value, they're scared to charge what they're worth. They apologize for their prices. They offer discounts before anyone asks. That's chase energy sneaking back in. If you've done the work, own your value. Avoid these 3 traps, and you're in the top 5% already. So where does this leave you? Let's recap what we've covered. First, chasing money keeps you broke because it operates from scarcity and desperation. Second, the magnetic money principle is about becoming valuable and letting money flow to you. Third, the 30-day plan gives you the exact roadmap, foundation, momentum, and magnetic systems to make that shift real. Here's my question for you. What's your biggest obstacle right now? Lack of clarity on your value or fear of putting yourself out there? Drop A for clarity, B for fear in the comments. I read every single one, and it helps me know what to create next. And listen, if this resonated with you, do me a favor. Hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and smash that notification bell. This stuff works, but only if you actually implement it. Speaking of what works, in my next video I'm exposing the biggest money lie that everyone believes, and it's the reason most people stay stuck no matter how hard they work. You won't believe how deep this deception goes. It's going to blow your mind. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss it. Thanks for watching. Now go stop chasing and start building. I'll see you in the next one.